morning, everyone.
大家早上好。
Did you rest well?
昨晚睡得好吗？
I'm glad you're here this Sunday morning. It's Sunday, right?
也很开心你们这星期天的早上能够一起到这里。
Okay, so we have limited time, so I'm going to get right into our seminar, if that's okay.
好，我们时间很短，所以我们直接进入我们课题。
So we're in session 3, and the title today is Gather Up the Fragments.
今天第三场呢是说到要拾取零碎，
Prospering by saving the crumbs.
在节省中呢能够得到丰盛。
So where is this phrase, gather up the fragments, taken from? Do you remember?
这拾取零碎是从圣经哪一处出来的？你记得吗？
What Bible story?
哪一个圣经故事？
5 loaves and 2 fishes.
Feeding the 5,000, feeding the multitude. You're exactly right.
对，就是那喂养5000人的那故事。
So, and then I'll explain the saving the crumbs in a minute. That's the name of our blog, in case you have forgotten. That's where you can find out what we write about finance. So, the Desire of Ages, page 368.
所以，在历代愿望原文368页呢，他就写到
A lesson from the feeding of the 5,000.
喂养5000人的其中一个教训。
Jesus, but he who had all the resources of infinite power at his command,
耶稣就是那拥有无限能力、无限资源的那位。
said, Gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing be lost.
说把零碎拾起来，不要浪费。
These words meant much more than putting the bread into baskets.
这不只是代表单单把食物放进篮子里。
Nothing is to be wasted. We are to let slip no temporal advantage.
我们在这世上所有的资源呢，一点都不能够浪费。
So you see, Jesus, through the story of the feeding of the 5,000, was teaching us a principle of stewardship.
所以在这喂养5000人的故事中呢，耶稣正在教我们做管家的一个教训。
Because of all people, Jesus did not need the leftovers.
因为在全部人当中，耶稣是最不需要这个剩余的这碎片的人。
Because where did that leftover come from anyway?
因为这个碎片是从哪里来的呢？
Jesus made it essentially out of nothing.
是耶稣从无形中变出来的，对不对？
5 loaves, 2 fish became enough food for over 5,000 people.
5饼2鱼能够喂养5000人，对吗？
But Jesus said to his disciples, yes, I could make more, but I want you to understand a principle, and that is don't let things go to waste.
耶稣告诉我们就说：是的，我可以再变更多的食物，但是他要教导他们是不可以让这一切浪费掉。
And so, as far as a personal finance goes, I believe this is a foundational principle.
在我这个个人理财方面呢，我觉得这个是最基本的原则。
I believe we need to have an attitude, a mindset of saving the crumbs.
我们要有这种节俭的思维，这种的想法态度。
And that's part of the reason why our blog is called Saving the Crumbs.
也就是我的部落格呢，就是用这个节俭的方式呢，作为我部落格的名字。
In fact, a story that mirrors that incident with Jesus.
在这个故事中呢，在耶稣这个故事中，
So we had an experience, my wife and I.
我和我的太太呢，就有一种同样的经验。
When we first got married, my wife wanted to bake bread for our home.
我和我太太刚结婚的时候呢，就决定要自己烘面包。
And so she was trying different recipes with the oven, with the bread maker, with different things.
虽然去尝试用不同的方式用烘炉用面包烤制机之类的方式。
And some of the recipes didn't work very well.
有些的那个食谱呢不是很好用做出来的不好。
And so when we sliced the bread, there were a lot of crumbs left over on the cutting board.
所以当我们切那个面包的时候呢，那桌面就很多面包碎。
But instead of throwing away like we usually do,
但是我们没有把这个面包屑呢丢掉，
we actually saved it in a little container in the freezer
我们就把它们全部收集起来呢，放在冰箱里。
because she was practicing different recipes. We were baking a lot of bread all the time.
因为他在尝试 试着过不同的面包，所以有很多面包。
So before long, we had a whole container full of crumbs.
所以很快的呢，我们就有一桶很多满的面包屑了。
And those crumbs we ended up using in some other recipes in our home.
而那面包屑呢，我们却用作别的食谱上的材料。
So the point is, sometimes what seems insignificant, wasted things
所以这里的教训是呢，有些或许看起来是很小，应该是可以丢掉的东西。
if we have that mentality of being frugal and resourceful, those small crumbs can add up to be something worthwhile.
如果我们有这种节俭不浪费的思想的话呢，很多这些一点一滴的东西都能够节省起来的。
So that's why our blog is called Saving the Crumbs.
那也就是我们部落格的名字。
So the objective of this hour, this seminar session,
所以今天我们这一场的目的，
I want to accomplish one thing.
我只要达到一个目的而已。
I want to try my best to convince you.
我要尝试呢，让你们深深的相信，
To convince you to spend less and to save more.
相信呢，我们需要花费减少，储蓄更多。
So let's go.
让我们开始。
When I was in high school, I got my first paying job.
那我在中学的时候呢，我得了我第一份的这个差事，就是油漆。
My first paying job. Is that what you got?
就是第一份得到工资的这份工作。
Very good. I got paid $5.25 per hour.
我每一个小时呢就得到了5块钱25分。
And as any young person would do, I started thinking of what I could buy with my money.
所以所有年轻人每次开始得到领到薪水的时候，他们就会开始想我要买什么东西，
And I wanted basketball shoes.
就很想买球鞋。
I don't even play basketball.
我不打球的，其实
Was never good at basketball.
从来都不会打球。
But I wanted basketball shoes because all my friends had nice basketball shoes.
但是我很想要一双很好的球鞋，因为我的朋友都有很漂亮的球鞋。
You understand that way of thinking, right?
你明白我的思维吧？对吧？
So I did the math.
所以我就做了一下计算。
If I got paid $5.25 an hour, I need to work 10 hours to get the $50 I need to buy those shoes.
如果我每个小时工作都得到5块钱的话呢，我需要做10个小时才有50块。
Jordans no longer cost $50, by the way.
现在呢，他们这球鞋不止这价钱了。
So, what do you think I did when I got my first paycheck for $52.50?
所以你想想一下，我得到了我的第一次的薪水就是52块钱的时候，我把那钱用在什么地方呢？
It all went into a pair of shoes.
我就买了这对球鞋。
Oh, but then
然后呢，
I wanted a PlayStation.
我就想我要买一个电子游戏机。
It wasn't a PlayStation 4 back then, it was just PlayStation.
那时候只是 PlayStation 而已
And I'm not a gamer anymore.
而现在呢也没有玩电子游戏了。
So the game was about $80.
所以要买这个电子游戏呢是大概80块钱。
So I needed to work 16 hours to be able to afford that one game.
所以我要工作16个小时呢，我才能够买这台机。
So you understand the way I'm thinking about my money.
所以你明白我现在的钱是这样思路的，这样的思考方式。
My money was viewed as the means through which I can obtain things that I want.
钱呢对我来说就是让我得到我想要得到的东西。
And then the amount of time I have to put to work is now equated with how long before I can get those things.
而那个时间花在工作的时间，就是呢，我要多久我才能够得到我要的那样东西？
But there's a problem.
但这里有一个问题，
My friends started getting designer sunglasses.
我朋友呢就开始有很名牌的太阳眼镜，
Really expensive camera gear.
然后呢，他们又开始买相机，
And then some of them started getting nice
有
cars.
些就开始开车了。
What am I supposed to do?
我应该怎么办呢？
I want all these things too.
我也要得到这些东西啊！
So in my mind, there was only one answer.
所以在我的脑海中只有一个方法而已，
I need more money.
我需要更多的钱。
And isn't that the way we think about money in society?
现在我们社会就是这样想的，对不对？
The narrative that's being promoted, particularly in Western society,
现在特别是在西方国家，他们所推崇的观念，
is that you can only be happy
就是说你幸福的来源
if you consume more,
是当你花费在自己身上的时
if
候，
you buy more stuff,
当你买更多东西的时候，
and if you buy only the latest and the greatest stuff.
然后你买最新最棒的东西。
And we are even told, at least maybe not here in Malaysia, but in the United States, consumer spending is the secret to a healthy economy.
而在美国，甚至他们灌输我们呢，如果我们消费，国家的经济才会稳定。
So, buy more.
所以你要买更多的东西，
It's good for the economy.
是对经济好的，
It's the way that you can be happy.
是让你开心的，
That's how you can be a valuable member of society.
使到你可以成为社会上有用的人。
And so we keep running in this wheel.
所以我们就在这个圈子里一直在跑。
I'm supposed to have more stuff.
我应该要得到更多的东西，
And so the only way to have more stuff is to have more money.
要得到更多东西就需要更多钱，
And to have more money, I need to work more.
需要更多钱的话就需要做更多的工。
But there's a shortcut now.
但是现在呢，有一个捷径了，
They short circuit this system.
在这个系统里面有一个短路了，这个电路。
They say now you don't even have to work to buy all this stuff.
他现在说呢，你现在不用工作就可以买东西了，
We'll give you credit.
我们给你贷款，
Here's a card,
现在给你一个贷款卡，
a gold card.
黄金的贷款卡，
It's still plastic, but just gold color.
虽然是塑料的，但是是金黄色的。
And now with this, you can buy whatever you want.
现在你就可以用这个卡买你要的东西了，
Because having more stuff means being happier.
因为你买更多东西，你就会更加的幸福。
So have you ever heard some of these things?
所以这些是常常人在说的。
Oh, I'll be happy once I take that vacation or buy that car or eat at that fancy restaurant.
如果我可以去旅游啊，或者是买那辆车，或者是去那里吃饭呢，我就很开心了。
I mean, nobody really say those things, but they think those
很
things.
少人这么说，但是他们是这样想的哦。
Here's a good one. Look at all the nice things my friends on Facebook have.
你看看我朋友啊，在面子书上有的这些东西，
I deserve that too.
我也应该有这些东西啊。
Not realizing they're only posting the good things, not the bad things.
没有发现到他们只是把好东西放上网哦，
They don't post their credit card bill on Facebook.
他们没有把他们的债务呢放在面子书上的。
And then, oh, the cost of living is so high, life is so difficult. Oh, if only I was rich.
哎呀，现在生活费太高了，哦，生活太困难了。如果我有钱就很好，该多好。
Only people who inherited lots of money can ever live comfortably.
哎呀，只有那一些生下来就能够就很有钱的人呢，才能够活得舒适的。
So society's story about money is you deserve more.
所以社会上给我们的观念就是呢，你应该得到更加多的，
That's the path to happiness.
你这样做才能够得到幸福。
And everyone else has it.
其他人都很幸福哎，
But what's keeping you?
但是你不能幸福，为什么呢？
Someone else is always at fault.
是别人的错，每次都是别人的错。
There's always this sense of financial victimhood being perpetuated.
在我们生命中一直感受到呢，我们被别人就被别人侵略了，就是冒犯了。
But I want to share that that's not really the case.
但是我想要和你分享，这其实不是真实的。
The reality is that our lives are exploding volcanoes of waste.
事实是呢，我们的生活啊是很浪费、很奢侈，就好像一个火山爆发这么多这样强烈的反应。
We have money flowing out of us like smoke out of a volcano.
我们真的是那么的富有啊，我们喷出来就好像火山喷烟这样多的富有。
So imagine
想想一下，
right now,
现在
any day of the week,
一个星期里任何一天，
we can go out on the street, especially in this part of town in KL.
特别是在吉隆坡这一带啊，
We can eat any food from just about any country in the world.
我们几乎可以吃任何一个国家的任何一道菜。
We have restaurants and servers fighting to serve us.
我们有很多的这些餐馆和这些招待员呢，他们在争着要为你服务啊。
The kings of just 100 or 200 years ago did not even have that luxury.
就几百年前以前的皇帝啊、贵族之类都没有这样的奢侈，是吧？
We have, and then when we eat the food and we say, that doesn't taste good.
如果我们吃那食物会说，哎，这不好吃，
What do?
我们怎么办？
We throw it away.
丢掉。
We say, give me another one.
我说给我们另一道。
And then,
然后呢？
this is an American car, we don't drive that here in Malaysia.
是美国的车，马来西亚没有啊。
But we get to ride in chariots that's with seats made from the skins of dead animals.
现在我们坐的这个马车啊，这车上的车位是用动物的皮做的啊。
It's propelled by fuel that comes from the fossilized remains of dinosaurs.
它的燃料啊，是以前恐龙的尸体所变成的液体。
Just a couple hundred years ago, they were riding horses.
几百年前而已啊，他们骑的是马。
And not to mention, we have airplanes and trains.
现在还有飞机，还有火车。
Oh, this is a good one.
这是很特别的。
We all have these in our pockets now.
我们现在每一个人口袋都有一样。
You know the iPhone 7 just came out last week?
上个星期呢 ，iPhone 第7个款才出来。
That means my iPhone 5 now is junk, right?
现在呢，我这第5代的已经过时了，对不对？
But even that, this phone here is a supercomputer.
就算是这部机啊，其实是一个超级电脑来的。
It can communicate with satellites to tell us where to go.
它可以跟卫星联络，告诉我们在哪里。
And to make this even more incredible, the pocket phones you have now have more computing power than the space shuttle that flew to the moon.
就让我们想想一下啊，我们手上的这台机拥有的这个能力啊，电池的能力呢，是比火箭飞去月球所用的电脑更加强的。
And we replace it every year.
我们每年要换一台机
It's
吗？
like a toy now.
现在好像一个玩具一样啊。
Oh, I cracked the screen, I'll get another one.
哦，电话的荧幕裂了，换一个。
And so what do we do with these supercomputers we have in our pockets?
那我们这么强的这台机呢，我们用来做什么用呢？
We must be curing cancer,
应
right?
该是要医治癌症是吗？
Mapping the human DNA genome.
将人类的基因一个一个的去分析是吧？
We watch YouTube
我
videos
们去看 YouTube 的这些影片，
while we sit on the toilet.
然后坐在马桶上看。
We are a wasteful generation.
我们这一代真的是太过浪费了。
And we have all of these things and we complain life is so hard.
我们有全部这一些东西，然后我们说生命真的是太苦了。
While we're watching the videos on YouTube, the ads come up prompting us, telling us, you don't have enough, you deserve more.
然后我们一直看这些网络的这些影片，一直告诉我们啊，你还不够，你还需要更多的东西。
But the reality is this.
事实是，
We are the wealthiest, yes, yet most wasteful generation that ever walked the earth.
我们确实是这世代中的这世代是最有钱、最富有，然而也是最奢侈的一代。
We throw away more trash than anyone else.
我们比任何一代人所丢弃、所制造的垃圾更多。
But yet we have the most means and the most conveniences of any previous generation.
我们也有历代以来最多的方便、最多的便利。
I love this quote by a man named Dave Ramsey.
我很喜欢 Dave Ramsey 所给的这句话。
We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like.
他说我们用我们没有的钱去买东西，为的是要使我们不喜欢的人呢羡慕我们。
Isn't that the truth?
这其实就是事实，是吧？
So we need to bust this myth.
所以我们应该要跑出这种的思想。
How do we do that?
怎么打破这个思维呢？
Stop accepting society's narrative about money.
不要再相信社会给你的金钱概念，
Stop associating happiness with consumption.
不要将幸福和消费放成共同点。
Stop believing that we are a financial victim.
停止相信呢，我们是受经济的这个侵犯。
We need to stop living beyond our
我
means.
们需要停止花费我们所不能花费的状况中。
And we need to stop worrying about what other people may think of
我
us.
们也要停止去担心别人会怎么看待我们。
So we can be the change by start taking ownership of our own financial issues.
所以我们要改变，我们要开始在我们的经济的课题上呢做自己的决定。
Someone else is not going to care more about your money than you.
别人不会理你到底有多少钱的。
And if they do, it's because they want it.
如果他们关心的话，是其实他们要你的钱哦。
Start being intentional about where our money goes.
你要开始非常在意你的钱到底花在什么地方。
We need to start gathering the fragments and saving the crumbs.
要开始把零碎拾起来，把碎片呢收集。
We need to dare to be peculiar.
我们要敢敢的去做不一样的事情。
As Baptists, we love the verse, oh, we are peculiar people.
作为复临信徒，我们很喜欢这字眼呢，要做这个特别的人。
Since we worship on Sabbath, which is so strange already,
因为我们已经在安息日崇拜，就是很奇怪的
we
人，
might as well be peculiar with how we spend our money too.
所以我们花钱，我们奇怪一点也没关系。
This is an important Bible passage.
这是圣经中一个其中很重要的一节。
Let's begin at the end of this verse, actually, verse 13 of Philippians 4.
我们尝试从后面那一节开始吧。
It says here, I can do all things through him who strengthens me.
他告诉我们呢，靠是那加给我力量的，我凡事都能做。
We've heard this verse before many times.
这一节是常常我们都听到的一节。
When we're discouraged, I can do all things through Christ.
当我们灰心的时候，我们说，我们接着那加给我力量的。
When we have a challenge or when we have sin to overcome, we say, yes, I can do all things through Christ.
如果我们有挑战，无论我们有什么要克服的罪，我们说靠着那加给我力量，我们可以胜过。
But within the context, let's see specifically what Paul was saying that he can do through Christ.
但是我们看看真正保罗在说，他是可以靠着那加给他力量的做些什么事呢？
Not that I'm speaking of being in need or for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content.
他说我并不是因缺乏说这话，我无论在什么情况都可以知足。
I know how to be brought low and I know how to abound.
我知道怎么样处卑贱，怎么样处丰富。
In any circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need.
或饱足，或饥饿，或有余，或缺乏，随是随在，我都得了这秘诀。
I can do all things through him who strengthens me.
秘诀就是我靠着那加给我力量的，凡事都能做。
So this promise down here specifically is talking about helping us learning to be content.
所以这里这一节告诉我们，那加给我力量，它的应许是给什么呢？就是学习如何知足。
So if we are dealing with this sense of, oh, I want more,
如果我们在一直想我需要更多，
this promise
这个应许
is for us.
是给我们的。
If we are struggling with being content with what we have, this promise is specifically for that
如
context.
果我们在挣扎没有办法得到满足的话，这一个应许是给我们的。
This is a personal finance promise.
这是呢个人理财的一个应许，
So let's get practical.
所以我们来实践一点。
So how much do I actually have to earn then to be rich?
我要成为有钱人的话呢，应该要赚多少钱？
Okay, so we understand we need to be content with what we have, but let's put some numbers with this.
所以我知道我们需要知足，对不对？但是我们放一些数字下去，
Or actually some principles that we can use to apply to our numbers.
一些原则。
Alright, so usually the question asks, how much do I have to earn? We associate wealth with income.
常常我们对这个富足呢、有钱呢，是和我们的收入有关系的。
So we think, oh, a doctor, he earns a lot of money, he must be rich.
我们想，哦，一个医生他赚很多钱，他应该很有钱；
Or a teacher, he might not earn as much, he must not be rich.
或者是一个老师，他不赚很多钱，那么他就是没有钱的。
But the question we need to ask first is, how is wealth actually measured?
所以我们要问的问题是，这个财富是怎样衡量的？
Wealth is measured with this equation right here.
这个财富呢，其实就是这一个方程式算出来的。
Your assets
你所拥有的
minus your liabilities
减去你所有的债务，
equals your net worth,
就是你拥有的价值，
which is the measure of wealth.
就是测量你
And
钱财。
the form that's used to do this math is called a balance sheet in
然后
accounting.
在这个计算中呢，他们就叫做衡量的这个地方这个账务。
Any accountants in the room? Okay, Chinese speaking. So, what are assets and what are liabilities?
所以什么是我们所拥有的，什么是我们所亏欠的呢？
Okay, so assets are things you own and liabilities are things you owe. We just got that
就
already.
是我们拥有的和我们欠的。
So assets include things like our cash, our investments, properties we own, vehicles, things like that.
拥有的就是包括我们的现金啊，我们的投资啊，我们的房产啊，我们的汽车之类的。
Liabilities are our student loans, credit cards, car loans, mortgages for the home, etc.
亏欠呢，就是我们所有的债务了，学生债啦，我们的信用卡啦，我们的车债啦，还有我们的房租。
Okay, so let's look at an example.
所以我们来看一看一个例子，
So who is the wealthier one?
这是谁比较有钱哦？
We have a teacher here and a doctor here.
我们有一个老师，有一个医生。
And again, these are all in US dollars and US wages.
再一次呢，这是都是美国的，用美金来计算的。
So teacher Trey, he earns $40,000 a year, which is pretty typical for a teacher.
所以老师呢，他一年的薪金呢是大概4万块，
He owns a house that costs about $200,000.
他的屋子呢大概是20万，
And in the US, that's a fairly modest home.
在美国那是一个比较普通的家。
And he drives a 2005 Toyota Camry.
他驾一辆 Toyota Camry 2005年
So in the United States, the Toyota Camry would be like a Proton here.
然后在美国呢，这个 Camry 就好像这里的摩托车，就是普通的车，
Yeah, it's the most common car sold in America.
最普通的车。
Dr. Don here, he earns $150,000 a year.
那么 Don 呢，他每年的收入呢是15万，
His house is $800,000.
他的屋子呢是80万，
And he drives a 2015 BMW 7 Series.
而他驾的是 BMW，
And that's an expensive car anywhere in the world.
是很贵的，在全世界哪里都是一样的。
So who's wealthier?
所以他们谁比较有钱？
Don or Trey?
是 Don 还是 Trey 呢？老师还是？
Well, that's a trick question.
所以这个是很难回答的问题，其实。
Because remember, the equation for figuring out wealth is based on assets and liabilities.
因为我们要知道呢，他有多少钱，就是要看他所拥有还有他的债务。
We see some assets, we see and his income. We don't know any about the liabilities.
我们看见他们有一些产业，但是我没有看到他们的贷款，对吧？
So the answer is we don't have enough information yet.
所以答案是呢，我们不够资料，
So let's take a look.
所以我们要看一下，
Teacher Trey, his balance sheet.
我们看一下这老师的账单，
He has assets worth over $500,000 US dollars.
他的总资产呢是大概55万。
You can see right there, cash, his house, his car, and his retirement savings.
你可以看到那里呢是他的现款、他的屋子、他的汽车，还有他的退休金。
So you notice he has no liabilities, no debt.
看见呢，如果他是没有债务，一点债务也没有，
So his assets actually are his net worth, $558,000.
那么他的资产呢，就是他所拥有的，就是55万了。
His $40,000 a year is somewhat irrelevant.
他每年赚的这个4万块呢，其实跟这个没有太大关系了。
The only thing that impacts is his future saving potential.
这只能够影响他以后所储蓄的能力而已。
Okay, but looking at his wealth, at a snapshot at this current moment, he is worth approximately $500,000 US.
所以在现在这样看来呢，他大概是55万。
Alright, let's take a look at Dr. Don.
我们看一下这位医生，
So he has nearly $1 million in assets.
这位医生呢，他有的总资产呢是差不多就要达到这个100万的。
So he has $5,000 in cash, an expensive house, an expensive car, but no retirement savings.
他有一个很豪华的屋子、豪华的车，但是呢，他没有退休金。
But look at this.
你看一下他所有的债务，
His house might be big, but it's not his.
他的屋子很大间，不过不是属于他的。
he has a nice car but is not paid off.
他有一辆很美的车，但是还没有还完债的。
And he's a doctor, but he hasn't yet paid off his student loans.
他是医生，所以他的学生债很多，
And he's also got $20,000 in credit cards.
但是他信用卡呢也欠钱。
So while on the outward appearance it looks like he's got a lot of assets, he has more liabilities, so he has a negative net worth.
虽然看起来呢，他的资产好像很多，但是当我们扣除了他所有的债务的时候呢，他其实很少钱。
And I'll just be honest, this is not uncommon for many physicians in the United States.
但是事实上来说呢，这对于美国的一些医生来说呢，是很常见的情况。
Now he earns this amount, so the idea is that he should be able to pay that back eventually.
所以呢，他每年会赚这么多的钱哦，所以他的思此为是呢，他可以还完这些债的。
But at the current moment,
但是在这一刻的时候，
he has a negative net worth.
他的总资产其实是负的。
So who's actually wealthier?
所以其实谁比较有钱呢？
Teacher Trey earns a lot less, but his net worth is significantly higher.
所以不论他们赚的是多少的，虽然他赚的比较少，他的总资产却比他
Dr.
多。
Don, his net worth is in the negative.
这一位医生呢，他的总资产是负数的。
So who would you rather be?
所以你要成为哪一个？
You can be Trey here with a positive net worth, who owns all of his own stuff.
你可以成为这位老师，这一切呢都是他已经拥有了。
Or you can be Don, who has a negative net worth, have all this nice stuff, but it's owned by the bank.
或者你可以成为这位医生，他的总资产是负数的，而这一切他所拥有的其实不属于他，是属于银行的，对吧？
What you can't see is what happens in the mind.
这里我们看不见的呢，是他们的思维里是怎么想的。
Teacher Trey can have freedom and peace in his mind.
这位老师呢，他的生活中可以很稳定，可以很平安。
Whereas Dr. Don has to continue running on this rat race.
但是这位医生呢，他必须继续的去工作，不断的去挣钱。
Because if he gets laid off, if he somehow suffers an accident, all of this will come crumbling down when the bank comes to claim what's theirs.
因为如果他失去工作的话，或者是他有一些意外不能做工的时候呢，这一切他将会马上的失去。
Who's wealthier?
谁比较有钱呢？
So the point I'm trying to share with you is that income is not equal to wealth.
所以这里我要让你见到的就是呢，我们的收入和我们的财富是不成对比的，
And our spending is not the same as well.
我们所花费和我们的财富呢，也不是成正比的。
These things are an illusion of wealth.
这些东西呢，都是财富的一种幻觉而已。
And so my point today in this seminar is I want to encourage you to spend less and to save more.
所以今天我要鼓励你们是呢，要减少花费，要更多储蓄。
Because wealth is determined not by how much you earn or spend, but by how much you keep.
因为你的财富不是你赚多少，还是你花多少，而是你收多少。
So a person with a big paycheck can still have a low net worth.
所以一个人可能赚很多钱，但是呢，他的总资产却是非常非常低。
And a person with a small paycheck can still have a high net worth.
但是有一些人，虽然他赚的很少，但他的总资产却很高。
And I'll share with you some examples about that in a little bit. But right now, let's look at Mr. Warren Buffett.
之后呢，会跟你分享一些人物。现在我们看这位Warren Buffett。
There's a misconception sometimes about the term millionaire.
有些人呢，他们对于这个百万富翁这个字眼呢，有一些错误的理解。
We think that millionaires are people who earn $1 million or more per year.
我们认为呢，这百万富翁是他每年都会赚100万的薪金，
That's not what a millionaire is.
但不是他的意思。
A millionaire is someone who has over $1 million in their net worth.
因为百万富翁呢，是他们的总资产呢拥有100万以上。
And there's a book, actually, I don't have the picture here.
有一本书，我没有它的照图片，
It's called The Millionaire Next Door.
是叫做呢我隔壁家的百万富翁，
It's a scientific research of millionaires in the United States.
是一个科学报告啊，他们去 研究呢所有美国的百万富翁，
And the vast majority of millionaires live in standard middle class homes.
而多数的这些百万富翁呢，他们都是住在很平凡中等家庭里，
They drive secondhand cars.
他们驾二手车，
They shop at discount stores.
他们去呢廉价购物中心，
They clip coupons.
他们捡这些折扣卡，
And they do not earn $1 million a year.
他们每年没有赚100万的。
And Mr. Warren Buffett here, he's sort of famous in that his salary every year is only $100,000.
这个 Warren Buffett 呢，他很特别，因为他每年的薪金呢只有大概10万块，
A lot less than Dr. Don just a moment ago.
比起刚才的那个医生呢少很多。
But he is, I think now, either the third or the fourth wealthiest person in the world at net worth of about $66 billion.
但是现在呢，他是世界上可能排名第3、第4最有钱的人，有。
So his net worth is in his investments, not in his income, is my point.
其实我的意思就是呢，他的总资产呢，多数都是在他投资里面，不是他所赚取的。
But we think of wealthy people as athletes,
我们常常想这些有钱人啊，就是这些运动员，
right? We think like Michael Jordan or LeBron James, people like that.
因为我们想到这些明星打球员呢，
Some of them, they earn $10, $20 million a year.
每年他们或许赚几百万的，
But what are their net worths?
但是他们的总资产是多少呢？
In an article called How and Why Athletes Go Broke by the Sports Illustrated
在一
magazine.
个体育杂志里面，他说为什么很多的运动员成为破产者？
It says by the time they have been retired for 2 years, 78% of former NFL players have gone bankrupt or are under financial stress because of joblessness or divorce.
他说呢，在78%的这些球员呢，他们退休2年后呢都破产了，或者是呢他们的经济状况非常的糟糕，因为他们没有工作，或者是他们离婚了。
And the NFL is American football, for those of you who aren't familiar.
所以这个足球员呢是这个美国的这个球啊，
Or
美国足球。
or gridiron in the British parlance. So in the NBA, that's more familiar to those of us who understand those things.
那么 NBA 就是这个篮球员啊，美国的。
It says within 5 years of retirement, an estimated 60% of former NBA players are broke.
他说呢，5年他们退休过后呢，68%这些篮球员呢都破产了。
So all of these athletes that we associate with being the richest people on earth,
所以这些明星球员呢，我们觉得他们是最有钱的人了。
the majority of them are actually bankrupt.
很多呢他们是破产的。
So the point I'm trying to make again,
所以再一次我要告诉你们的是，
wealth is not determined by how much you earn or spend.
你的富有不富有呢，不是你赚取多少，或者是你花费多少，
But how much you keep.
而是你储蓄多少。
So here are some questions to ask ourselves.
这是我们应该问自己的问题。
Are we buying consumable things that decrease in value, or are we buying assets that increase in value?
我们是不是消费买一些东西呢？它的价值是会不见的呢？还是我们买一些资产呢？它的价值是会上升的？
Are we spending everything we make each month, or are we saving and investing?
我们每一个月所赚取的薪金呢，我们是否把它花费，还是把它投资？
And do we have debt that cancels out our assets on our balance sheet?
我们有没有很多的债务啊，会将我们拥有的资产呢，就填补掉，就是没有掉的？
And do we owe more than we own?
我们欠债是不是多过我们拥有的呢？
Hopefully this can guide us to making some careful changes in our financial
希望这
situation.
几个问题呢，能够帮助我们深刻思考我们个人经济。
So Ellen White counsels us and counsels on stewardship, page 249, paragraph 4.
所以白什么在管家的劝勉原文249页告诉我们，
I was shown that you, my brother and sister, have much to learn.
他说：“我的弟兄姐妹，我觉得你们也都很多东西要学习。
You have not lived within your means.
你没有活在你的能力范围内，
You have not learned to economize.
你还没有学会如何管理经济。
If you earn high wages, you do not know how to make it go as far as possible.
如果你赚取很高的薪金，你不知道如何让它能够持续长久。
You consult taste or appetite instead of prudence.
你比较注重于味蕾和你的口欲，但是呢没有谨慎。
At times, you expend money for a quality of food in which your brethren cannot afford to indulge.
很多时候，你花钱买一些食物呢，是你的弟兄其他不能够支付的。
Dollars slip from your pocket very easily.
你的金钱从你的口袋中很快的就流失了。
So Ellen White recommends gather up the fragments.
所以怀斯姆是鼓励我们要节俭的，
Live a life of economy.
要学习一个不浪费的生活。
So why should we save?
为什么我们要储蓄？
What are we saving for?
我们储蓄是为了什么呢？
Because I'm talking all about this, oh yeah, saving and keeping your money and all that, but why? What's the point?
因为刚才我们一直讲关于储蓄要收，但是我们储蓄是为了什么目的呢？
Yesterday we talked about the 3 uses for money.
昨天我们谈到了金钱的3个用处。
We can spend it now for our needs or our wants.
我们可以现在把它花费给我们所需用的，
We can save it for later needs or wants.
我们可以储蓄是为了以后所需要用到的，
Or we can give it away.
或者是我们可以把它给予。
So what are we saving for? Well, those last 2 things.
所以呢，最后2个，
We save for our future needs and we save to give away.
我们储蓄就是为了要给以后所需要的，和让我们能够给予施予。
Here are a few examples of things that we may need to save for.
这是一些东西，我们或许需要储蓄的。
So if we need a new car,
我们需要一辆车的话，
that's a large purchase, we should save for that.
那是一个很大的花费，我们需要储蓄的。
If we ourselves are going to college, or if we have children that will go to college,
如果我们是要去读书，或者是我们的有孩子是要去读书的，我们也需要。
especially if you're sending them overseas from here, that's costly.
特别是如果要把他们送到海外去念书的话，是很多钱的。
If we want to buy a house, that's a big, big purchase.
我们要买屋子的话，是很大很大的开销。
Sometimes we pay for our own weddings.
有时候我们要花费给我们结婚的婚礼，
Okay, and then retirement, of course,
还有退休，
and any other big purchase.
还有其他任何需要花费很多的。
Or there may be, a family business you want to start, large items like that.
或者是你想要开始一个新的生意之类的。
But once we meet all our needs, the surplus can be given to God.
但是当我们已经满足我们当下的需要后呢，多余的我们应该要交给上帝。
And saving with no goal is hoarding like the rich fool in Luke 12.
如果我们储蓄，但是我们没有目标的话呢，那么我们就好像这个路加福音比喻中的这个有钱愚拙的人，
Because here's the point.
因为那里的重点是，
For the Christian, building wealth must be for a specific purpose.
对基督徒来说呢，你要赚取钱、累积钱财是有目的的。
We are not in the business of just accumulating more and more and more just for the sake of having more.
我们不是储蓄，是为了要储蓄而储蓄的，
So we want to save for specific needs.
所以我们储蓄是为了特定需要的。
But there's something else we should save for.
那我们也应该储蓄，为了另一样事情而储蓄，
That's for our freedom.
那就是为了我们的自由而储蓄。
What do I mean by that?
那是什么意思呢？
Freedom to serve.
使到我们有自由，能够去服侍。
How often I've talked with young people who want to serve the Lord in some capacity,
很多时候，我跟很多年轻人谈，他们很想为上帝服务，
but oh, I have too much student loan debt.
他们说我太多的学生债了，
I have to pay that off.
我需要还债。
So what's happened is because they have that debt, they're in service to the creditor before they're in service to God.
所以很多时候，当他们有这些债务的时候，他们第一样要服侍的是他们的债主。
So to save, to get out of that bondage,
所以我们需要储蓄呢，能够脱离这一些捆绑，
freedom to serve,
所以呢，得到自由去服侍，
and freedom to share.
得到自由呢，能够去分享。
how often can we take time off to go serve or to share or to donate when we ourselves have financial stress?
很多时候我们想要去帮别人，或者是服侍，或者是去分享之类的，但是呢，我们自己的经济状况又非常的差，
And even freedom to give more of ourselves.
也最后是自由呢，能够去施舍给予。
There's a term that's becoming more popular in America called wage slavery.
现在呢，在美国开始有一个很比较流行的一个话语，就叫做呢成为工资的奴隶。
That term is describing people who have to continue working in jobs that they don't like because they have to pay the bills.
这工资的奴隶是形容那一些人呢，他们继续的做他们不喜欢做的工作，为的是要领工资呢，去维持他们的生活。
It's a modern form of slavery, really.
其实呢，是我们现代的一种奴隶的方式了。
People have debt,
很多人欠很多的债，
and so they have to make payments,
所以他们需要还债，
and so they're stuck at the desk of this job that they hate.
所以他们被逼做一样他们不喜欢做的工作。
They might want to go work for God somewhere,
他们可能要为上帝去另一个地方做工，
but they can't.
但是他们不能，
They won't be able to pay the debt.
因为他们不能还债，
Or they can't get another job that's just lower paying.
或者是他们不能够去换一个比较低薪水的工作，
Or they can't move out to the country because they can't get a equally paying job.
他们也不能够搬到城外去，搬到乡下去，因为找不到工作。
This idea of freedom is very valuable.
这个自由的观念是非常非常珍贵的。
And the amount that we're able to save is a ticket to grant us freedom to serve God more freely.
所以我们能够储蓄多少的能力呢，也就给我们有多大的自由了。
This quote is very good. It says, "Money is a very excellent servant, but a terrible master."
这句话说得很对，金钱呢是很好的仆人，但是如果他成为你的主人，他就是非常残酷的了。
You want your money to work for you. You don't want to be working for your money.
你要你的金钱呢为你工作，你不能够为金钱的工作。
So I want to share with you this amazing story.
所以现在要分享一个很特别的故事。
This lady named Gladys Huong lived in Chicago in the United States.
Gladys 呢，这位女士呢是住在美国的一个地方，
She was known by many as the teddy bear lady.
很多人认识她呢，是叫她做这个小熊的女士。
The reason why was she would visit children in the children's hospital in Chicago.
因为呢，她常常呢会去这个地方的医院呢，去探望那里的小孩子，
And she would always bring small teddy bears to give to the children.
然后她会有很多很多的小熊呢，去给这些病患的这些儿童。
And she was single her whole life, never married.
她一生人中呢都是单身的，没有结婚。
She worked as a secretary at a corporate office,
她在一个商业机构呢做这个秘书，
and she never earned more than $15,000 a year.
她每年呢没有超过15000的薪水。
And that was her peak. So it started off lower, and eventually it got up to 15,000.
所以呢，15000薪水是她最高潮的，每年15000。
In around the year 1996, I believe she passed away.
所以在1996年的时候呢，她过世了。
And there was a small gathering of a few friends that she had.
然后那时候呢，有几个朋友他们一起聚集，
All of her, she didn't have many family.
他们有很多的亲戚，
And so when she passed away,
所以她过世的时候
no big deal, right?
没有很特别，对吧？
Until her estate attorney came to the president's office of the Chicago Children's Hospital.
直到呢，她的这个律师呢，管理她的产业的律师呢，去找这个医院的院长，
And he said, Miss Holm left you a gift in her will.
他说呢，这位女士呢，留了一个礼物呢，要送给这个医院。
Do you know how much it was?
你知道他给他医院多少吗？
Would you like to guess?
你要猜猜看吗？
Any
有没
numbers?
有要尝试猜一下多少？
2 million in the front.
200万，
Okay, any others?
还有吗？
10-year salary. Okay, so that's about, that would be about 150,000. Okay,
大概是15万。
good guesses. Any others?
很好的猜测，还有吗？
What was that?
1 million teddy bears.
1 million teddy bears.
100万个小熊。
有没有? Oh, 18 million. He knows the story. She left $18 million.
他留了1亿800万。
And the president about fell out of his chair.
而那个院长呢，吓到了，差一点掉。
He said, wait, what?
他说啊，多少钱？
How?
怎么可能呢？
Well, as they did more research,
当他们再做多一点
as it
考
turns
察，
out, Miss Huong, whenever she would go visit the children in the hospital,
发现到呢，当他每一次去探望这些小孩子的时候，
they connected the dots that frequently the most difficult or the most charitable cases would get anonymous donations that would pay for all their bills.
他们就发现到呢，很多这一些病痛很可怜、没有钱的孩子呢，突然间他们的这个账户呢，就有人捐钱给他们。
So Miss Huong was using her visits to determine who needed the most help financially.
所以这个女士呢，她其实每次去探望，还是去看谁需要她的帮助，
And she would just pay their bills.
然后她就会把他们的医药债呢还掉。
And she had 18 million left over.
然后呢，她还有1亿800万的
So
剩
of
下。
course the question is, how did she do it?
所以问题是呢，她怎么可能办到这样的事情？
She only could give, or she only earned 15,000.
她每年只赚15000而已。
So the point is, she didn't believe that she needed to buy a lot of junk.
所以呢，她的思维是呢，她不需要买很多东西，
She had a small income. She had a large net worth.
她有很少的薪水，但是呢，她的资产很多。
And the secret was she invested small, regular amounts throughout her career.
重点是在呢，她一生人中呢，她都一直的一点的储蓄，
And the power of compound interest resulted in her having a great deal.
而因为她一点的储蓄呢，这个利上加利的缘故，她就得到很多的钱。
But she saved in order to give.
但是她储蓄是为了要施予别人。
So we think frugal living, it must be such a chore, so difficult.
但是我们就想呢，哎呀，如果我们要节俭的生活是非常辛苦的，对不对？
AOY says we cannot make ourselves holier by depriving our home.
怀师傅说，如果我们不让家里拥有一些东西的话呢，不能够使我们心里更加圣洁的。
So frugality is not to make ourselves suffer.
所以节俭呢，不是要让我们自己很惨的感觉。
I'll give you an example in our home.
但是呢
So I'll give you an example from our own experience.
所以呢，我解释一下我的自己的家里的经验是怎么样的。
A frugal life means a no mortgage with a house that's paid off.
一个节俭的生活就是呢，没有欠债的家已经还完贷款了。
We have a second rental unit where we get rent from.
在同样的家当中呢，我们还有另一个地方呢，我们用来租给别人。
Because we were able to save, we were able to invest and install solar panels on our house, and now we don't pay any electricity bill.
也因此，因为我们很省钱呢，所以我们可以买这些太阳能的产电器呢，使到我们不需要还电费了。
In fact, the power company pays us every month.
甚至呢，这个电公司呢，他们每个月都付我们钱。
We still have iPhones. We're not using, dumb phones.
他们还是用 iPhone 吗？
We have computers. I have a Mac. You can see it over there.
我们有电脑，我有用电脑。
My garage is so full. I can barely park my car in there.
我的停车的这个地方呢，装满太多东西了，我的车都没有地方放了。
We have a refrigerator that's full, and then we have another freezer that's full. We have lots of food.
我们的雪柜很满，我们的冰箱也很满，很多食物，
Shoes,
很
clothes.
多鞋，很多衣服。
Our garden, we have a small garden. We eat from it and we give to all our neighbors.
我们有一个小小的一个花园，我们种一点菜呢，我们还给我们的邻居。
We are even able to travel, like right now.
我们每年甚至还可以到处比地方去。
And in the previous few years, we've been giving over 20% while also saving over 50%.
过去1-2年中呢，我们可以将我们的薪金的50%呢储蓄起来，还给予20%的
This is a frugal life, but it doesn't feel very deprived to me.
这是一个节俭的生活，但是对我来说看起来好像不是很辛苦，对不对？
This is my house right here,
这是我的家，
and that's our office. That's where Audioverse is, world headquarters right there.
那是我的办公室，就是 Audioverse 的办公室了。
This is our backyard.
这是我们的后园，
It's one of the nice days of the year.
所以这天的天气很美。
But there are things that we don't have.
但是有一些东西是我们从来不做的，
We hardly ever eat out.
很少出去外面吃
And
的。
I'll make this point. Eating out in the United States is much more expensive than eating out here.
那么在美国出去外面吃呢是非常非常贵的，比起马来西亚。
We don't have a television. We have no Netflix, Hulu, no entertainment subscriptions.
我们没有电视机，没有还电视机放节目的这些播道。
We drive one car. It's old, but it's reliable.
有一辆车虽然很旧，但是很好。
And we live in America, so we must always go to Disneyland, right?
我们住在美国，应该常常去迪士尼世界，是吧？
No family trips to Disneyland, and we are content with a simple life.
而我们非常满足于我们简单生活。
So people think we have such a difficult life
有些人觉得，哎呀，你生活到这么辛苦，
because we don't have all these things that people associate.
因为我们没有这些东西，
But we have freedom.
但是我们有自由，
Freedom from the lenders.
自由没有追债的压力。
Freedom for my wife to stay home with our baby.
我的太太有自由，能够在家照顾孩子。
Freedom to serve the Lord in ministry without expecting high pay.
我们有自由侍奉上帝，并不要求可以需要很多的薪金。
And not only do I work in ministry, I actually am able to donate to other ministries as well.
不只能够为上帝服务呢，甚至可以捐助于上帝其他的侍奉上
And。we have freedom from society's expectations on how to live our life.
我们有自由，不需要社会告诉我们应该怎么生活。
So today, the message is very simple.
所以今天我们的信息很简单，
Gather up the fragments.
就是要节俭，把碎片拾
Have
起
this
来。
attitude to spend less and to save more.
要有一个态度，不要花费太多，学习如何储蓄。
It is time to close, so let us
是
pray.
时候停止了，我们祷告。
Father in heaven, we thank you
我们的天父，感谢你
for helping us to understand a little bit clearer your principles.
帮助我们明白你的原则，
May we practically apply them
求你帮助我们在生命中运用出来，
and to find the freedom that you have designed for us.
能够找到你要我们得到的自由。
And may we glorify you in all our means.
求主你在我们一切中都能够荣耀你。
We pray these things in Jesus' name.
奉主耶稣名求。
Amen.